Yeah, with regard to the whole question of sacraments, how many are there? What are they? I think the important thing to realize is the way in which the term sacrament has been used historically. Right? It was only about the 12th century when people were trying to look for definitions for everything. Is they couldn't find a definition for sacrament. At that point, they had to focus simply on the ritual moment of a sacrament. That ritual moment is not the whole sacrament. Let me give an instance of that. We have a sacrament of reconciliation. The basic sacrament, that in which God is present, that which tells us about God, is people actually being reconciled with one another. Now, in order to facilitate that, to celebrate that, we do have rituals of reconciliation. But that's not the whole sacrament of reconciliation. The sacrament of reconciliation is a whole broad phenomenon of reconciliation occurring among humans. That's what tells us about God. That's where God is present. Now, there are good reasons for having a ritual. It can make us aware that we ought to do something about that. We can be thankful for the fact that we can do that, and so on. So I would want to see sacramentality and sacraments as something much broader than simply the ritual moments. Actually, what I think is involved is that there are certain fundamental aspects of what it means to be human that tell us about God. We all have to grow up and become part of the society in which we live, and if we're Christians, part of the church in which we live. That's to say, there is a lifelong initiation. And the last thing in initiation is to die and to pass in the next life. So it's not just a baptismal ritual. It's not just a confirmational ritual. Maybe we should have other rituals along the way. Maybe we should have a ritual for coming into middle age. Maybe we should have a ritual for accepting getting old and having to get ready to die. So that there is that process. The whole of that process is the sacrament of initiation with certain rituals. So I think it's those basic aspects of being human, of having to grow up, of having to be socialized, of having to relate to people either by reconciliation or by love, say in a family. Those are what it means to be human. It's in those human things where God is present, and by being present transforms them. And that transformation is what I think you mean by grace.